Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Now, I'm here 365 days of the year to take your 12 questions at noon, Chicago time, Central time in the U.S., or as soon after as I can get on. I was a little delay this morning. Poor Al. Poor Pumpkin. He works himself up into a state sometimes, so he'd done that. So, but now we're here, yes, and it's quiet. Yes, good boy. Okay, so he's okay. We're okay. Boo Boo is sleeping under the blanket, so all's well. All right, I have your 12 questions. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down into the description box. I have all the questions listed out and I timestamp them as I go. So you're always welcome to come visit. We have got the best community. You guys are so sweet. And in this wonderful community, we communicate through the chat, or you're always welcome, or anybody can come along. They can go down the description box and just pick and choose what they're interested in and have the political tarot buffet. So, all right. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, who make this great community possible. Thank you. And that's all I can think of. All right, I'm going to jump right into questions. And I'm trying to do things in kind of a quiet voice today. So it's going to be like yoga meditation tarot today, even though I'm talking about really heinous things, because somebody needs to stay in this room so he isn't downstairs making lots and lots of noise. But we need to keep things calm. So, hello, cutie. Hello, good boy. Hello, good boy. Okay. Unfortunately, what we're talking about first is very upsetting. So, all right, at 3 minutes in. All right, so Harriet was kind enough to leave the question. Oh, I'm sorry about this. This is my, it's not smoke, it's my humidifier. I have this little humidifier that sits, the only place I have for it is to put it on this ledge. Let me see if I can move it. Maybe I can do that. Would that help? It's just landing on me now. Oh well, it's the best I can do. Okay. Cindy Lou says, I haven't even looked at the news for 2 days. I think I'm in for a treat. Oh, well. Depends what you mean, because the news is... Hello, good boy. You okay? All right, we're going to put this back, because he's looking at me through the... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Sorry, guys. I turned the camera, but he's up on the top level. So, okay, let's try it 5 minutes in. Harriet Hollis had a question. Oh boy. So Kristen's here from Uncover the News, bringing us great news. Has a Dan Rather tweet that's always a great place to start the day. Dan Rather's tweeted, just thought I would search this internet thing here this morning for the definition of legitimate political discourse. Keep searching, Dan. Good luck. Might be a fruitless task. Basically, well, or I could sum it up as it means we're Republicans and we can do whatever we want, including overthrowing democracy. So, yeah. All right. Okay. I will get to this question. All right, so Harriet Hollis asked, will overturning our Roe v. Wade cause mass protests all over the U.S., leading to it becoming a midterms issue? It's kind of what I've been picking up, but we'll have a look specifically. They, for what it's worth, for anybody who hasn't, who hasn't been stuck to the news, it's been a while, but basically it isn't that they would directly overturn Roe v. Wade. It's that they would throw everything back to the states. Oh, it's not a federal decision. The individual states can make that decision, which basically makes it, and then right-wing Republican governors and governments across the country will outlaw it. So, okay. Will there be protests? Feels like it. Thank you, Michael Grant. Has the legal details, deets. Very emotional. Very, very emotional. And it's healthcare. It's healthcare. But, all right. Good boy. 8 of Wands. Magician. It's been coming under attack. Magician. This is not. These are not justices on the Supreme Court. These are individuals who decide to follow their own personal beliefs, rather than, even though they are justices of the Supreme Court, but this is them following their own beliefs. Far right. There's various stuff on the right that's going to be hurting Republicans during the midterms. I'm not really, let me see if I'm getting more protests. There are all kinds of things that this is part of me that's just like, all right, Supreme Court, just try it. Because if there's anything that's going to get voters out there and is going to imperil your own position, it's doing something as heinous as this. 7 of Swords, thief. And the thing is though, once they throw things back to the courts, once the Supreme Court throws things back to the states, there are other rights like LGBTQ rights that come under a similar going on certain precedents and what have you. So Death, Star, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. This is their tale of fantasy. Because every clump of cells with potential is, the greatest, the most wondrous, the most perfect, and should absolutely hold down any woman from her career, from being able to feed her other children, from no, it should just fall on women. I don't get good. And yes, it puts the far right on the defensive. That's what I keep getting for this. Please, I would love to be wrong. Nobody who does this is 100% accurate. They're just not. That's not how this works. I'm just reading on the collective energy. I'm not doing anything that you couldn't do. I might have more maybe experience, but I do it with overlays. But I keep getting the same thing. Exactly, Helen. The right to choose has given women enormous opportunities, and they want to reverse that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. But there's so much pain that's going to cause. There's so much pain it's going to cause. But there's a good kitty, and it won't hurt that good kitty. That good boy. Okay, sorry, I'm still trying to keep him calm. Oh, I'm glad I made you smile, TD. Al Menzi saying, yeah, they want us barefoot and in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so unfortunately, that's where we had to start today. But there are a lot of things that are going to get people voting in the midterms. Between the insurrection, garbage, holding people accountable there, women's rights, LGBTQ rights. Yeah. Do double check your voter registration. So, okay. 14. Tina had a question. 14. Tina Whitegood had the question, will Jared stay with Ivanka with the Trump family's legal and financial woes? And will his past deeds come to light, leaving him open to prosecution as well? All right, so first we'll start with the Ivanka. I get the energy around him is he's not in a hurry to leave because of his children and his culture. Sorry, I should say his religion. His children and his religion. He's not in a hurry to leave, but he's the Trump thing is he's souring on everything Trump. It's like, really? Took you this long? 5 years late? Let's see what I can get on Jared. Okay. 2 of Wands. Communication. Okay. That's a good question, Pamela. Pamela's asking Michael Grant, I have a question for you. With the Republicans now renaming the January insurrection, have they opened the door legally for some loopholes? Oh, CC Ryder, the calming sprays. Yeah, I have the calming sprays. I've got the plugins. I've got, yeah. He was traumatized. He was really badly traumatized. And sometimes he just works himself up and he'll calm down. But feeling like he has to pay for everything with everything Trumpish falling apart. All kinds of legal stuff coming against the Trumps, the corruption, and I'm expected to pay for everything now, including all these legal fees. Do not underestimate how greedy these people are. Seriously. And this has absolutely zero to do with their religion. The greediness is the same greediness that Trump has. It has nothing to do with religion. If anything, Kushner's religion has helped keep his family more stable than it would otherwise be married to a Trump. So, she has massive legal stuff, and he's going to end up paying for this, that, and everything else. And that bothers him. He is a shallow, narrow-minded, rotten human being. Just as a human being. I mean, you guys remember when he went to the Middle East and he was talking to soldiers and he's in his blazer with a bulletproof vest over it? And he was wearing like, penny loafers. He's wearing like loafers and a blazer, talking to these people in full military, and he's wearing a bulletproof vest over that. They turned that into a whole bunch of memes, my favorite of which was, when your yacht runs aground at Port-au-Prince. Michael Grant says, Jared, the slumlord of Baltimore. He encouraged the U.S. Navy to blockade Yemen. More criminal. Oh, yeah, there's so much that he was involved in. Holly and Friend says, shallow does not even begin to describe Jared. Exactly. 7 of Cups. Yeah, he's a flim-flam man. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. There's so much evidence, so much coming. Greedy. So, thank you, Maria. Are Jared's illegal, or are Jared's misdeeds legally going to come back to haunt him? I try to picture him, and all I can see him is at that outdoor press conference he gave, where he was just he walks out there, the human, he's a mannequin, and he walks out there, and then he's just hurling, he's just, and his mouth is twisted up, and he's angry. How dare you question, blah, 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 and, you know, we are so above you. And then, you know, during the biggest crises, you know, he's hiring his buddies who lived in the dorm with him instead of experts. It's yikes. Sherry H says, according to Mary Trump, 45 is the most vindictive man she's ever known. She said if he were to get any power back, he would spend his time going after everyone who ever spoke out against him. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, investigators have a lot on their plates. And we're feeling, that was Michael Grant, that just threw me for a loop. We are a bit disappointed that things haven't moved against him, but oh yeah, there we go. Page of Cups. He actually shows up in my cards as the Page of Pentacles. He's not even a king. He's not even a knight. There he is. That's him. That's his card in my deck, which says a lot about him. He is emotionally mature. He is completely linked to being the son of a man who went to prison, and he feels like everything was dumped on him when that happened. He has to do all the work. His father-in-law's a bully. He has to do all the work. He's going to be paying for everything. Nothing's going to happen for a while. He does have reason to worry. He is worried. Actually, he's very upset in general. He's got his own personal issues. For a while, it's just going to be that grinding feeling of having to bail out the Trumps once again. Mm-hmm. I used to get images, mental images of Kushner going to prison more than any of them. I used to get cards saying that too. Chariot. It's just not happening now, but that's major law enforcement, temperance, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. It's quiet now. It's going to be quiet for a while. There's only so much bandwidth. You know, there's only so much. Investigators have so much to do. But these are my two cards of law enforcement coming to get you, going after you. But right now they're busy. So wait your turn. And right now he's just caught up in his own head. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe is me, says Jared Kushner. Okay. 26. Oh, Kristen had a request, so of course I want to answer that. 26. Would like a reading for February 6th to 12th for the U.S. So tomorrow through next Saturday. Okay, I'll do that in just a second. No, close that. Oh, dear. It went horribly wrong. Hang on. Something's really gone wrong. Hang on. So, apparently there was a nuclear... No, there was no nuclear explosion. It's just my camera went funny. We'll stick with this. You will... Okay, there we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chris. Yes, document blinded by the light. And I'd get that song stuck in my head, except I don't know what the next line is. Okay. All right. 7 cards. Let's see. I sure hate to talk about being in the spotlight. Exactly. All right. I'm going to open the door now. Have to go, but you can. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, he wants to stay. SB third eye, it's the humidifier. I'll try to find another place for it. Wrapped up like a... Yes, be kind. That's as much as I know. After that, it's just a guess. It's a very strange guess what the next lyrics are. Held up like a dupe. You know the roamer in the night. No one next to us. That's the next line. Yeah, Chris Wickens, I'm with you. So, all right. It is 29. Okay, let's read for this week. February 6th through the 12th. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Oh, a card just fell out. Hang on. Yeah, the Republicans saying the RNC official line of the Republican National Committee is January 6th was legitimate political discourse. That's going to bite them. That's what I'm getting there. That's for the week. Michael Grant says 2 weeks before Pluto return. Have you built a fallout shelter? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This coming week. Alicia, yeah, that's scary. 6 of Roger. This is all about the far right, the Republicans going far right. In their panic about January 6th, they've gone too far. All right, Sunday, Hierophant. Monday, Hanged Man. Tuesday, 8 of Wands. Wednesday, Chariot. Thursday, Ace of Cups. Friday, Page of Wands. Saturday, 8 of Swords. This feels like the institutions working behind the scenes tomorrow. But this is the card of institutions. Monday, we have the Hanged Man. Suspension. Looking at things differently. And since Tuesday is all of these, a lot. This is a card of a lot. This is the far right have done, the Republicans have done a lot. The fascists, the anti-democratic fascists. But there's, boy, they just shot, it feels like they just shot themselves in the foot. Wednesday, that's big. It's Major Arcana, Chariot, big showy law enforcement or some kind of ruling, perhaps. But certainly movement, big movement, change, important change. Thursday would probably be a reaction to this, because this is the rise of democratic power, rising a little bit higher on that scale as the power of the right goes down, the power of the left goes up. And also trying to fill that vacuum, power vacuum, or not power vacuum. What is ethically acceptable from leaders? Vacuum. I don't know how else to put that. Friday, this is the messenger. So either a message or a message comes to the light. Maybe they'll finally. I was reading this morning about Benny Thompson I think it was Benny Thompson, but it was somebody on the January 6th committee, a Democrat, who was saying, calling fellow members of Congress in, can we do it? Is it legal? If it's going to be, a big thorny thing, we just won't do it. And I'm just sitting there like yelling at the screen. It's like, grow a spine. The Republicans will not be lenient. They will not be reasonable when they come for you. Because if they get back into power, they are coming for you. And then Saturday, hemmed in. So perhaps because of this, by a couple of days for things clear by the weekend, perhaps this is related to this. So we do have some major arcana here, but the whole thing isn't. Well, okay, we've got major arcana here, we've got major arcana here. So it could be an important week. especially with this here. But matter of fact, they're even talking about, January 6th committee is even talking about they're being sandbagged by so many of the Republicans and the people they want to talk to, important people they want to talk to. They're now thinking that the public hearings about what happened on January 6th are going to have to be moved from April to May. So, well, let's hope it's a day we finally get movement against Trump family, against the fascists. Let's hope. And Fani Willis, from what correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she wanted a special grand jury? But it sounds like this special grand jury can't indict or okay indictments down in Georgia. It actually has to go from there to a regular grand jury before she can indict. It just drags out the timeline even more. And it's like, what are you doing? It's been a year. It's been more than a year. What have you been doing for a year? But anyway. Jane, is it Mehouse Toll? Glenn Kushner says the DOJ will have problems investigating Bill Barr and other former DOJ officials because they're not supposed to investigate themselves. May need a special prosecutor. Oh, it's most vexing how long things are taking. But we're getting there. And you can tell they're making progress because the right are panicking. Yes, Michael Grant, we are fortunate that Trump is a gross incompetent. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, at 38, Diane Walker had a question. Let's see here. Will Biden have a good spring and summer? And will he be able to pass some components of the Build Back Better bill? I've been getting that he really needs to wait until next year for some of this stuff, but maybe, I could be wrong, but I just thought of something. It actually might be good that the Republican Party itself is coming out in favor of the insurrection and all of that garbage, because even cinema is not going to change parties. Even Manchin's not going to change parties. Not with that. I agree, Sherry H. So it's more like 39, 30. Oh, right. Will Biden have a good spring, summer? Those job numbers were amazing, weren't they? And shocked the heck out of everybody over on Fox. They were doing their normal talking points of the worst ever because he's the worst ever. We got how many jobs? Nearly 500,000 or something. It's like, what? Six of Pentacles. Well, it's money that's already been earmarked for infrastructure, um, it hasn't all been assigned yet. There's still people lobbying to get money to their areas, their projects, that's going to be going on for a while. So people won't necessarily be feeling the full benefits of that for a while. So, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, High Priestess, Star, King of Wands. This right here, this doesn't feel like secrets. This feels like higher wisdom, and it's because it's right next to the star, and you've got truth right here. You know what I'm getting for Biden? I'm getting Dr. Jill. She really is his rock. And he runs a lot by her. Not everything, of course, but he runs a lot by her. And she is this fantastic source of peace in his life, of wisdom. And the bullies and what have you. I did, when I turned this over, this King of Wands, that's Trump the man. I got, Biden will have a moment of feeling like little Schadenfreude when Donald Trump is indicted for pick a crime. But then he'll get on with what he was doing. But around Biden, what I've really got is Dr. Jill. And it's very, very sweet. It is very, very sweet. It is so sad he had to go through that. It is so sad that he went through that tragedy. He didn't have to. It's so sad he went through that tragedy that he did. But he absolutely fully appreciates every day with the people he loves. And he absolutely loves her. And it's so nice to read on a president where this is so good. So it helps. I don't know that she's a backseat president. I don't get her that involved in a lot of decisions, but he can absolutely go to her. He can talk with her. He can. Oh, there's a good boy. Yes, is my sister here? Yes, is my sister downstairs? She likes you. Hang on, guys. Yes, she likes you, good boy. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. In case you didn't pick up on that, one of my sisters is downstairs. But anyway. Hang on. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Something might be wrong. Hang on. All's well. I'm so sorry about that. All's well. Everybody's okay. Oh boy, it's a morning. So, Doxy Mom says I'm also the youngest of 3 girls. Okay. Michael Grant says building a scaffold outside the house is a legally operative fact and shows intent to commit violence if not murder. The GOP better walk real quiet on the political speech issue. Well, the scaffolding wasn't, that was put up by government workers, I thought, for Biden's inauguration. Oh wow, Sandy Miller just came outside and 2 hawks are circling right overhead. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, Pink, I'm so sorry. Bless. Oh, okay. Taylor B says, I see Representatives Zoe Miller, Thompson, Schiff, Raskin, Aguilar, and other members of the January 6th committee making all the rounds on TV, but only to entertain the news media. Okay. Al Menzi, the scaffold was an art installation. Oh, really? Oh, really, was it? Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Okay. Everything's okay. Lots of stress. Also, today, tomorrow, day after, can be, it's usually hard on my sense of self. So things I lose sleep or things around me kind of fall apart, or I'm very overly sensitive because around February 6th and around August 6th, the sun in the sky is squaring my sun. So it's grinding against my sense of self. So beginning of February, beginning of August every year, I know to just try to relax, because my sense of self is going to take a little bit of a beating, and things around me may go haywire, and just chill. Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. Pumpkin is downstairs, so I don't have to be as quiet. Pink is saying, but, you're my favorite little sister. Oh. Chris Wickens, yes, chill out, baby. Yes. Elisa says, but I'm Capricorn. All right, so let me jump in at 50 minutes for, it's a question about the committee from Justin's mom. Thank you, Justin's mom. Okay, I can be as loud as normal now. Justin's mom is asking, will the January 6th committee be able to complete the investigation with Cheney and Kingsler being censored? And we know that if, heaven forbid, this goes on through, the end of the year, forget it. If it goes on through the end of the year, if the Republicans take power, they're going to shut this thing down in a heartbeat. We know that. Baby says the RNC censured Cheney and Kingsler, but they don't hold any real sway, do they? Well, they're please correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is they are that's the official party. And I read something about like people aren't supposed to work with them anymore, or donors are, but Kinzinger's leaving, and Cheney may get in without having to. Oh, Sherry H, big hug, big hug. But it's not the House. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. But it is almost as big a deal as coming out and saying January 6th was legitimate political discourse. January 6th committee. January 6th committee investigation. 9 of Wands. Well, they've got the people on the far right on the ropes. That's what it feels like. Got them really back. 2 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Devil. Yeah, poof. They have the messages, the Republican talking points about, I talked to Trump that morning, but we just talked about what he had for breakfast, The messages that this is weakening the Republicans. And 10 swords and metaphorical backs. This is legal stuff. This is information they have that looks particularly bad. Republicans who think they're sitting pretty but are exposed behind. It's like, oh, you're sitting pretty, yeah? Well, how did you get there, and how did you stay there, and what were you really doing behind the scenes? And they're going to expose that. So I don't think we need to worry about the January 6th committee. Because I'm getting, yeah. They're doing their thing. So, fingers crossed, knock on wood, everything's going to be okay. Okay. Gary Atkins is saying that Trump's guy running against Liz Cheney has less than $500,000 on hand. Liz Cheney has $1.5 million. And it's true, Jane. The DOJ is under DOJ is going to stay under Democratic control until 2025. My mistake. I should have read to the end of the sentence. Yes, the DOJ is under control of Democrats, Biden, until January of 2025. Yes, but the House committee, they are a force. Bless them, because it's not easy what they're doing. 55. Helen had a question. Very good question. You guys have great questions. Why did Pence come out only now? Why now did he go out there and say Trump was wrong? And who was it who, there was somebody, I think it was on MSNBC or something, but there was somebody who played that clip. I think it was RvW. Yeah, it was RvW played that clip and then came back. It was Trump was wrong. And he looked at the camera, he said, "What? You just said that? Really? How, you're not allowed to say things like that." Pence, why now? Why now? Oh gosh, I'd call him a jar of mayonnaise, but he's not even that interesting. I like mayonnaise. Son. Okay. You said your piece, but why bring it out now? Sherry agent was Ali Velshi. Great. Nuclear Magenta says because Pence's chief of staff has testified before the committee. Oh, but yeah, but that was going on for a while. 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Devil. I wonder if he is seeing some kind of polling or something. But this, what looks like a right-wing victory now, because his chief of staff has been cooperating about what happened. And Trump, it looked like people were starting to really rally around Trump in a big way, but he knows what's coming. Plus, you have to take into consideration the man believes he talks directly to Jesus and Jesus talks to him. And I don't have, obviously, any issue with, if you think you might be talking to someone on the other side, maybe you are, maybe you're not. Maybe it's your subconscious. Maybe it's spirits on the other side. Maybe it's that person. Maybe it's a different spirit. Personally, I don't know. But I don't make major decisions in my life based on that, because that's not a good idea. Al Menzi said trying to resurrect his political career and pick a side. Resurrect his political career, yes, but pick a side. He's let me see if I can get more information. But I like your thinking. Pence. Mother. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Magician. The communications, the far right communications. Is something about his wife, and there's a message, or they've been praying on it, and it is time for him to stand up. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Linda Kingsley, true. The Republicans are lining up for a 2024 bid. Joanne Frank, mother. Yep. Betty Harper saying the same. Yes, mother. Gretchen says, have you seen Pence's astrology? Why is he so wishy-washy? If I have time at the end, I'll go have a look. I haven't looked at it in a long time. I don't remember. Laurel says, are you still looking for suggestions, RE organizer books? I wasn't, but if you have good suggestions, I'm always open to more information. I have a Sagittarius stellium. If there is new ideas, better ideas, what's over here? Do they do something better? Do they do something better? Let me see. Let me go see. So All right, 101 and a bit. Jeanette had a question. So how are things going up in Ottawa? I'm asking you guys. Because Jeanette Carpenter had a question, will the people of Ottawa stand up to the convoy? But what's a stellium? A stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in basically the same place, roughly the same place. Thank you, be kind. Oops, Empress looked. Mike Pence, Sun and Mercury in Gemini. CC Ryder says, maybe Dan Quayle's blowing up his phone. Can you imagine Dan Quayle blowing up your phone? Anyway. Will the people of Ottawa stand up to the convoy? People of Ottawa. Page of Wands. So there's a messenger. Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. This is law enforcement. This is the convoy. This is the right-wing inspiration. Semper says he was also going through his second Saturn return. Oh, okay. Cool. And it is about conditions and money and what have you. I'm getting law enforcement keeping an eye on things. I'm not really getting... Sorry. That was really loud. Sorry. Are the people of Ottawa... Will the people of Ottawa stand up to the convoy? Oh, Moranchi, I stream every single day of the year. 365 days of the year. I am always here. And I'm thinking about doing some more occasional things in the evenings on top of it. It's like, oh boy. 8 of Wands. Well, it's a lot with the convoy. Knight of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups. I'm getting more. The convoy. There's the convoy. Here's law enforcement keeping an eye on it. Maybe some governmental leaders of some nature. They're keeping an eye on it. I'm not getting people rising up. But correct me if I'm wrong. So, okay. 106. Oh, here we go. 106. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Have the RNC truly shot themselves in the foot? Well, the question, I don't have. Hang on a second. Okay, there was an actual news headline: Republicans are frantic. Trump fans will sit out the midterms because they think all the elections are rigged now. So the question is, have the RNC, no, it isn't really, yeah, that's the Republican Party, have they shot themselves in the foot by promoting theories? So I'll change this to promoting. Yeah, keep telling them that the election's rigged. Is that going to go, is it going to blow up in your face? Because, yeah, but let's see. Deania is saying, I have a stellium in the 4th house. I'm a Sag that never wants to leave home. Yes, but you can read. You can read books. You can go online. You can. As I'm shuffling, there was a short story I was working on a few years ago, and I wanted some details, some specific details. And so I spent my morning on like real estate and rental sites for South Korea. And I'm sitting there and flipping through all the pictures. It's like, okay, what kind of kettle, what does this look like? What does that? And I was going through all of that, and I kind of came out of that. It's like, oh, okay, I'm back here. All right. And I think it was somebody that day was like, oh, you're home all the time. How can you stand being home all the time? It's like, I'm not. So, oh, okay. Uncover the news. News on protests in Ottawa. Truckers added saunas and bounce castles. You are putting me on. You're putting me on. Saunas and bounce castles. All right, has the RNC really shot themselves in the foot? Elections are rigged. They're rigged. They're rigged, I tell you. Yeah, sure. Don't vote. It is true. Oh, wow. So they have really added saunas and bounty castles. Kristen, you are on it. That's crazy. Kate Priest. Hey, Kate. Kate says, I took a video tour of Montmartre the other day. It was fantastic. Oh, wow. Would you send me a link, please? I'd appreciate it. There was a Sempra says it's true. I saw pics of bounty castles before they blew them up. I'm guessing you meant inflated them. Hippie Sue, keeping the family units busy. Oh, good point. There was a video game years ago, but they had gone through, and if you played it, a big chunk of it was literally like you were walking through the Tower of London. The whole building, the whole museum, it was very cool. But anyway. And of course, every April, and you've got the video game that walks through the model, perfect model of the Titanic, what it really looked like on the inside, where everything was. So it's a lot more stripped down and simple than We think of it being this amazing Fabergé egg kind of ornate thing. Not really. But anyway. Okay. I'll get back to the readings now. 111:30. Rigged, I tell you. The election's rigged. It's rigged. Mm-hmm. Queen of Wands. The election's rigged. And somehow it's all Nancy Pelosi's fault. I know that there's usually Wands, a Queen of Wands would be a group of far-right people, but that feels like Nancy Pelosi. Which means they still run her in the ads and okay. 4 of Wands, Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, Hierophant, Emperor. Thank you, Kate. This is Trump was in power. He's a bully. Far right is far righting. And we must get the Fuehrer back into power. We must get the emperor. We must make way for the emperor. So you must go out and vote, so that we will never have rigged elections again. As Trump said, and he wasn't kidding. Do never forget, Trump said, when asked, will you accept the outcome of the election? Well, there won't be a need to recount the votes because I'm staying in. I can't remember exactly how I phrased it, but it was something to the effect of, we're not going to count the votes. The vote count doesn't matter. I'm just going to stay in. There'll just be continuation. Kate Priest says, I love how you don't need to leave your computer to see cool things. Thank you, technology. Agreed. Semperis. Michael Grant, do the Nancy clap. So are they really going to go out and vote? Eight of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, Hierophant, Emperor. No, they're good. They're still going to vote. Republicans are still going to vote. Of course, now I'm curious. Are Democrats going to vote? At 1:15 in the midterms. Are Democrats going to vote in the midterms? Got it. Will Democrats go out and vote in the midterms in a big way to counter the Republicans? Please vote. If you are American and you are able to vote, please, I am begging you. I will kneel before you and beg for you to vote. Knight of Swords. Well, that's a very loud, aggressive card of movement, and swords can be voting. Let's see. That's a card for the reading. Let's see what the actual reading says. Sun. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Justice. Ace of Cups. This is Republicans out in the cold. There are courts right now who are overturning some of the most gerrymandered state voting district maps and allowing people to vote. But this is people also being willing to cross distances and go out to vote. And it ends in the rise of more democratic power. Democratic power. Things come to light. This can also be the corrupt, I hate to say it, this is my card for the white supremacists, this sort of garbage. But this is Republicans feeling, possibly more moderate Republicans feeling out in the cold. But the courts saving the things from getting too far out of whack. But I've got a good card for the end. So, fingers crossed. Marashi says the middle one feels like gerrymandering. Yeah, but it's next to justice. So, okay. I have my Sun, Saturn. If 3 things in Sagittarius is at a stellium, if they are within a few degrees of each other. But if they're spread out over the whole sign, then it's not a stellium. Okay. 1/1830. This is infuriating. In fact, I need to go double check the headline yesterday. I didn't put this as a headline yesterday, did I? I think yesterday was just about schools in general. Anyway, Be Kind was asking, was saying conservatives are going after teachers now, trying to pass bills to sue teachers $10,000 for teaching anything that might upset their Christian children. I read on this. Did I read on this yesterday? I want to say I read on this yesterday. I can't remember now. Hold, please. In the meantime, the next question is going to be about Russia. Ay-yoy. And Biden taking out the ISIS leader. Okay. Conservatives going after teachers is in the headline. But I don't think I actually read on this yesterday. Or did I not? You guys will have to. Almenzi said, I think you did. It sounds familiar. Yeah, there's something. I'll move this to yesterday. I'll figure out what happened there. Sorry. Okay. 12030. So Hippie Sue to the rescue was asking, will Biden taking out the ISIS leader affect the Russian threats? Because the news is U.S. intelligence has... Oh, no, that's different. That's something different. Will Biden taking out the ISIS leader affect the Russian threat? Six of Swords. Well, Biden overreach, taking the weapons, traveling with the weapons. Putin is paranoid. Justice, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. His own people are hurting. He's got, this should be upside down because his idea of justice is whatever his whims are. And NATO and America is a thorn in his side, and it's right in the way too. He has the things he wants to do. Your own people are hurting. And there's America just, it's one more thing along the way. I don't know that it's I don't know that it's really going to make much difference. She's already, or he's already very unhappy. Putin's already very unhappy. Okay. 123. Helen had a question. 123. Helen's question. Abensock bitterly. Sorry if I've mangled your name. Is Pompous Pompeo involved in any of the various schemes to overthrow the election and keep his Orange Fuehrer in office? Pompous Pompeo. Did you find it easier to lose weight so quickly because you were worried about maybe something you did? I know that's not the case, but go on the worried about being a seditionist diet. But no, I think he had already lost the weight by then, hadn't he? Hanged Man. Suspension. On tenterhooks. Sun, Tower, Emperor, Strength, Six of Swords. Was Pompeo still there on January 6th? Or the because this would be, there's no reason that the emperor wouldn't have contacted his Secretary of State to say this foreign interference. Yes, okay. There's no reason why the Fuehrer wouldn't have contacted him along with everybody else. Even if he was trying to say, I can't help you. This is not, Secretary of State, that's elsewhere. And, but no foreign interference, blah, 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 blah. Joanne Hall says he knew. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That he already had the information about what was, he knew what was coming. I don't think I haven't seen anything about him in the news or if he's testified. But they have all the phone records and whatnot. Then Linda Kingsley, he was clearing out his desk and running away. Did he leave that? Did he resign on January 6th? I don't know. I don't remember what happened to him. Helen is saying, as ex-CIA, always had really bad feeling about him. He feels very entitled. Very, very, very. All right, Pompeo. He was there till the 20th, says Al Menzi. He knew. He knew. And he does not want it coming out. Kristen has something here. Is it a continuation? Looks like a continuation. Aides to dish on stonewalling Trump bosses. January 6th committee feeding subpoenaed phone records into link analysis, an FBI tool to map terror networks. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Oh, they're knocking on your door. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, Queen of Swords. They'll make him wait, but they want to talk. That's what it feels like. He stayed to the bitter end. Yes. He wants to hide. I'm not here. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. I mean, maybe they did notice him, maybe they haven't, but I don't know that he was involved in January 6th, but the cards, for what it's worth, entertainment only. The cards are saying he knew more than nothing. Let's put it that way. Helen says he also publicly said there would be a smooth transition to a second Trump term. Laughed it off. It seemed disingenuous. Whew. He knows something is what I'm getting. Kristen has more news. To develop evidence to push DOJ on Trump, the January 6th committee operates. It jumped. Hang on. Operates like feds targeting terrorists and mobsters. Okay. CC Ryder says Pompeo was and is a regular on Fox. Would bet money there are texts between him and Hannity. Well, the strongest cards there were the hangman. And the basic message is, I'm not here. Don't notice me. I don't know. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. So what's going to happen to Pompous Pompeo is the question. Oh, there's Trump the man. 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 10 of... I'm not so much getting, oh, he was a part of something, he's going to prison. Right now, the only energy I'm getting is a very strong duck dodge. I refusal to talk. There was, the stuff going on over here, but they have records. But I'm not going to talk to you. But I'm not here. That's what I'm getting from Pompeo. Another profile in courage and patriotism. Yeah. Oh boy. There's really good information in the chat for anybody who's watching this. All kind of good information. The community is bringing the, Good info. Thank you. Okay. 1:31:30, and it's taken me days to get to this. I'm sorry, Helen. 1:31:30. Will Murdoch ever be held accountable for his role in undermining democracy around the Western world? We know it's unlikely, but I thought I would ask. Because you asked, and your questions really are important to me. It just takes me sometimes a while to get around them, or some things fall through the cracks, but I do care. Sonia says, why isn't anyone talking about Ivanka getting trademarks for voting machines? No one's asked me. I take questions every day. Just put it in all caps in the chat right before I come on. So anytime, say, between 11:30 and 12 noon Central Time in the U.S. Links to that week's streams there's a post on Twitter and the Facebook page for Black and Orange and the community page on YouTube, which has the links to every day's live stream. But Murdoch, will you be held accountable? Is he still alive? Father Murdoch? Because it's not feeling great. Sonia says, I mean in general, not me personally. Oh, okay. Murdoch, not feeling good. Clogging, icky, pain. 91, he hurts everywhere. Oh, bless. And he doesn't smell very good, the poor thing. I would not wish the infirmity of age on anybody. Five of Swords. Whew, insult to injury, which is how he made his money. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Magician. It's because of him there has been this rise of far right moving out into the open. He's been key. And doling out little bits as long as he gets his money, because that's doling out little bits of information. But as long as he gets money, I think his sons have taken over part of it, his business. I don't think he wants to give up control, though. I think he still has a voice, but he's not well. Bless. Well, yick. Will he ever be held accountable? I don't think so. Gary Atkins says, I think that's why he sold 20th Century Fox. Could be. March 1st, he turns 91. Hanged Man. Things aren't working right. Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. His kid's taking over. His kid's possibly grieving. Yuck. Bless. No. That was most unpleasant. His energy, and then his energy ill and increasing infirmities. And that was very unpleasant. Let's see if there's a message for us. 1:36:30. Message for us. And a good way to get some of that energy out. Oh, no, Helen. No, thank you for asking. No, this is what I'm here to do. And your questions are very important. Thank you. No, I can't do this and just read on all the happy stuff. No. Message for us, please. All right, loosen your shoulders is what I'm getting first. Loosen your shoulders and a calm breath. Okay. Message for us, just a little one. 3 cards. Hierophant. All right. Let me see what else I can get. Problem I run into now with a general reading that could be a message about anything. I read political tarot, so when you are a hammer, everything looks like a nail. My brain's like, oh, government. It's like, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Thank you, Pink. Thank you. All right. Working. 8 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. 9 of Cups. Go about your daily lives. Just make sure that you are. I know one thing I'm doing is I'm starting in on some spring cleaning, washing some things that haven't been washed in far too long, and a little bit every day, a little bit here and there. Go after your dreams. Don't forget your dreams. Work toward your dreams. There are big institutions who are working to fight fascism, and because we have voted to put some good people in power, we're going to be okay. But as upsetting as all of this can be, do go after your own goals, your own dreams. Take care of things. Hug people. Don't just live, but thrive. That's what I'm getting. All right. I know Frida Smith. Spring cleaning at the beginning of February. I know, but that's what I call it. I can't do spring cleaning all at once. It's just, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have days off. So I have to do a little here, and then a little there, and a little there, and a little there. And maybe by May, I'll get it all done, but we'll see. All right, guys, it is 1:57 p.m. In the afternoon. 1:57 in Chicago, Central Time in the U.S. Thank you for being here. In 2 hours, over on Book Art Media, links in the description box. We do creative sprints every day. You are always welcome. It can be any kind of creative endeavor. And yeah, other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Same time, same channel, every single day, 365 days of the year. So, yeah. For years now, actually. I'm getting to the point where, yeah, years plural. What this is, okay, there was 2019. The day after Christmas, 2019 was the first day. So 1, 2, so at the end of 20, end of 21. And then now I'm in the 3rd year of doing this. Wow. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, cocoa and chocolate. I'm in. There are good days ahead, everybody. Don't forget. I'll see you tomorrow.